guys! We are here and we are going to see Beetlejuice. Don't say it the third time. Okay. We're a bit late to the party, I know, but we've been really excited to watch this movie. We had to cancel and reschedule it like 3 or 4 times a week because it just life, man. We're all good to go. Emily's unfortunately got a bit of a headache at the moment, so we're gonna power through and watch the movie. I made sure I grabbed my Beetlejuice backpack and we're gonna go in and we're gonna let you know what we think of the movie afterwards, if not tomorrow maybe, because it is a bit late. We're watching the 8:30 session. Yes, we're old, okay? 8:30's late for us. We're post-movie now and happy to say that we are not disappointed. Definitely going to do a follow-up video about the movie and a proper review, but I'd say I wasn't disappointed. I always have my I'm always quite skeptical of sequels, but I think they did pretty well with this one, and I think they waited the correct amount of time to do it, and it did have lots of unexpected things in it, so hell yeah. We'll do a proper one tomorrow. Just let it sink in overnight, and yeah, catch you guys tomorrow. So this is us like
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later. Emily went away for a little while and we haven't been able to film the rest of our reaction to Beetlejuice 2. It was actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. It had all the original characters, like all the original actors I should say. They did a brilliant job in it. The ending was unexpected. I wasn't expecting, like, I'm gonna put this out there. This video is gonna have a whole bunch of spoilers in it, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it, then come back and watch this. But I wasn't expecting both the dad and stepmom to die in the movie. I was not expecting that.
But I also wasn't 100% expecting how the stepmom turned out.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I knew it would be something a bit extravagant. But that was a next level thing. But it definitely suited her personality.
Oh no, I couldn't believe it. I had a giggle myself as a arts degree graduate. I looked at her and I was like, yeah, this is probably about 90% of the people I've worked with in the past 3 years. But yeah, just the way that she died by her own art as well, I was like, that was, yeah.
That's how you're gonna die too, you know.
My own art's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I was a bit worried about Jenna Ortega in it. You know, she's a new actress. Well, she's not really a new actress, but she's really new to, you know, this side of horror with Tim Burton and all that sort of stuff. So I was a bit worried about a bit of Wednesday coming into it, which I feel like the bit of Wednesday actually helped her a bit because Lydia was the strange child, and you know, and Astrid.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about the the breathing exercise.
The breathing exercise.
That caught me off. That really, yeah, that caught me off guard.
I know, and then it's just like, I thought there was a dying moose.
Yeah.
Walking through the house. Astrid was played really well, and I wasn't expecting. I can't remember the guy's name. What was the guy's name that she was singing?
Oh, I can't remember either.
God, but I wasn't expecting him to be a ghost at all whatsoever.
No.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
No, that was really. I kind of had a feeling something was weird when both the parents didn't say any. Like, didn't look.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is this a typical neglected household? Like, potentially,
yeah.
but I didn't look too much into it.
But it did seem like there was a lot to unpack. Like, there was a lot going on altogether, which wasn't a bad thing. Like, the movie was really, really busy. Like, while there was one thing happening for some characters, there's a whole other thing happening. So there's like 2 plots at the same time.
And they intertwined together at the end.
Yeah, they did. So it wasn't so too bad.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, when the movie first started and Astrid started bringing up Dad, I was fully expecting, because they said, you know, the dad, you know, Lydia can't see her ex-husband, and, you know, so Astrid didn't believe in the seeing ghosts thing. I was fully expecting the father to still be alive and somewhat come back.
That's what I was kind of expecting.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know, maybe there's a thought of that he's potentially not dead at all, you know, kind of thing. And then, so I wasn't completely expecting him to be behind the chicken counter covered in piranhas later in the movie, but that was a nice thing.
I do find it funny how both Lydia's dad and then
her ex-husband
both died of very similar things. Lydia's was going to be new husband. Definitely deserved everything that was coming.
Oh yeah. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "Yikes, this man!" Like I just thought he was her producer at first, and then I realized afterwards, I was like, "Oh, this is
why, dude? Like,
you know, this is still something I'm moving through. My grandmother died 30 years ago. I'm like, that was 30 years ago, mate. This is now.
Such a narcissist.
I just loved how Lydia and the stepmom finally kind of found peace with each other, though.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
And it was funny seeing the irony in Lydia's daughter with Lydia compared to Lydia with her stepmom.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll tell you what, Michael Keaton still did a fantastic job as Beetlejuice. I just loved the part when Lydia said Beetlejuice 3 times and then he popped up and then got on to sign the contract and he's like, I'm going to make you so happy.
Yeah.
It was just like so good. And the fact that he had his own office with all the
bobs.
The bobs.
Yeah, with all the bobs.
Poor Bob. Then dressed up. Oh.
Got his soul sucked out of him.
And one thing I noticed after the movie with Beetlejuice's ex-wife that popped up, in the first movie you see that Beetlejuice pulled a ring off a ring finger that he had and he says, it's my ex-wife, she don't need it anymore, or something along the lines of that. And the fact that she put that ring finger back on, I can't remember if it still had the ring on it though.
I can't remember. We had to watch the
You have to watch it again. No, like the first one that had it on there.
Oh, okay.
The second one I wasn't sure if it still had it on there.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was good. And I'm glad that he actually supported Lydia at the end, but then, you know, tried, you know, doing what he typically does.
Best,
yeah. But the way it ended, I wonder, I don't think there'll be a third one.
No, I think it ended quite well, but we also thought that with the last one, like
the first one, with how long it's been, I'm like, nah. So,
Michael Keaton will probably be gone by the time they do the third one.
Potentially. How old is he? He is 73 years old, so I doubt there is another one before
he passes on.
Yeah, unless if there's another one in the next 2 to 3 years, I don't think there's much. But considering his age, he did really well.
Yeah.
He did very well. I just love the the father's, how he looked when he was dead. Just like half eaten off and it's just like the little bit of blood spurting out. Excuse me, I gotta find my way home with my wife. It's gonna be terribly hard with me, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she had a bit more of a graceful death. But, you know, like, but the way that she was looking at him, it was like she could still see all of him at the end of the movie. She wasn't really looking at him for what has happened.
She was more so concerned about the 2 bites from the snakes that killed her.
Yeah. And I just loved the Soul Train idea. It was just like, get on board the Soul Train. And it was just like a whole vibe.
Like a whole disco.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
It was amazing. But I felt so bad for Astrid. And when Astrid finally realised, it was not only that she realised she was tricked by that boy, she also realised she actually saw ghosts. And so
that brought her and Lydia back together.
Yeah, and I feel like it was a real grounding situation for her. Overall, it was a fantastic movie. I'd give it that much. If you haven't watched either of them, highly suggest watching them. I would suggest watching the first one first, but realistically, you can watch the second one without watching the first one.
It doesn't really lead too much into it.
Unless the backstory between Lydia and Beetlejuice. That's the only thing that you would really need. Like, I would recommend it, but you don't really need it. You can still enjoy the movie having 0 context. What do you rate it? Probably out of 5.
I don't know, what do you rate it out of 5?
I reckon the ending was very rushed. It was very rushed for my liking. Like, it was a 2-hour long movie, I think.
No, it was a 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Well, it could have been 2. Could have been like a full-on Star Wars movie where it was 3. I feel like the ending was very rushed and very like shoved through. So I'll probably give it like a 4.5. It was not what I was expecting, which I liked about it, but the ending kind of just was what took it away from me giving it a 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I'll probably give it about 4 for probably around the same reason, but yeah, there were some elements where I feel like, yeah, it definitely could have gotten a bit more in depth, but you were pretty much laughing most of the time, and
it wasn't scary at all. It was
No.
it was a good it was a spooky comedy, I would say. Yeah.
If you guys have watched this movie, put your thoughts and comments down below.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what
what
you're trying to
that's
say?
what I've been trying to say for the
Okay.
past 5 minutes.
Seen Beetlejuice, put your thoughts and comments down below, is what Jess has been trying to say for the past 5 minutes.
Thanks for reiterating that. I like to hear other people's thoughts on this, because I thought it was really good. You thought it was really good. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, give us a like. Put your thoughts and comments down below, and
you
we'll
liked
see
it-
you next time.
Like, subscribe.